Be sure to watch this video from the beginning to the end. I have a mentorship program. Let's kind of talk about that. It's $15,000, and I've had some people email me who were college students, and I'm just like, all right, let's go ahead. I am not helping anyone for free. I'm not going to be your big brother. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You want to know why? Because when I was doing that, this is one of the reasons I have so many haters. Because I was trying to help people for free. That is done. That is over. So if you're not in the capacity to pay $15,000, please don't email me. I don't know. Like I said, I got one email. We'll see what happens later in the day. Also, the mentorship program is below. Today is probably going to release this Friday. It's probably going to be a double hitter on Friday. If you want to learn how to make more money in 90 days, you'll be part of this program. In this group coaching, and Sunday starts the first webinar. Then there'll be a webinar every week after that. So let's get below. This kind of gets to the part I'm talking about. People want me to, everyone wants me to help them for fucking free. Okay, what's the benefit in that for me? What's the benefit in that? And also, I know I have empirical evidence that helping people for free does not help people because they don't take action. So let me go ahead and explain to you how I ran into mentors. I ran into mentors in life because I took action. I didn't sit down and go, oh, I need a mentor. I didn't do that. Give you an example. One morning, I went to have breakfast at Waffle House, and there was this guy there. He was talking about holding companies. I didn't know who this guy was. And we just sat there and we had a conversation because I was doing business, and then that's when he told me about holding companies. He told me how they worked and everything. This guy was he was a consultant to Fortune 500 CEOs. And I later found out this guy made like $7 million a year consulting. So I ran into this guy because I was active. I was doing something. I could sit there and have an intelligent conversation with him. When I was a child, I ran across, I will call this group my foundational mentors. Mr. Youngblood, Mr. Dennis Campbell, and Mrs. Youngblood. And to some far extent, the guy who owned Simmons Machinery. I was a kid and I used to walk around Adamsville, Alabama, and Mr. Youngblood, our house was like right here, right here, and there was a road that went down, and Mr. Youngblood's property was at the bottom of that road. And I would go down there and talk to him, and they would talk to me, and his wife, Mrs. Youngblood, would talk to me. And interestingly enough, Mrs. Youngblood used to have garage sales outside her husband's property. Fast forward, I do storage auctions. So she mentored me. She used to talk to me, Mr. Youngblood. Mr. Youngblood would talk to me here and there. His mentorship was me getting to watch him do what he did. He had this heavy construction company. He owned a trailer park. And then Mr. Dennis Campbell, a pharmacist, who I had no clue that pharmacists made that type of money because he was a pharmacist and he owned a pharmacy. He used to do big game hunting, and we go in and we have these philosophical conversations all the time. I think I was 12, 13, 14 years old, and he would actually have a conversation with me, and I didn't realize he was guiding me. He was guiding me, and this is stuff that popped up years later because I got it when I was still very, very young. And then this is one of the reasons that even though I grew up in Adamsville, there was wealth. Mr. Youngblood, that was wealth. Simmons Machinery. Simmons Machinery was a developer, right? He had this big, huge building and these dump trucks that was big as a house. And he had 2 helicopters. I did not know Simmons Machinery was a developer. And one day I was walking and one of the pilots was there and he told me about the turbine and everything. Really friendly, nice guy. He gave me the whole scoop on helicopters and stuff. Then he asked me that question, you want to go up? Of course I want to go up. I'm a kid in Alabama. Yeah, I want to go up. So we go up, and I actually see for the first time how small Adamsville is. And I realized I would be leaving, and 4 years later, I joined the military, and I got out of there. So I had foundational mentors anytime I was coming along. Now, this is what's funny. Let's see. Yeah, right here. This is, I just put together this new company, LLC, and I opened up a bank account. And, you know, I sit here, I actually opened up the LLC. It took me 5 minutes. I paid for the enhanced service, then getting the checking account. Literally took me a day to create an LLC, to get a business checking account, and to start going and getting set up with furniture dealers, right? So one of the things that I realize is I'm an action taker. I don't sit around and just wait for shit to happen. I make shit happen. And this is one of the things, you got to stop looking for free fucking help, okay? That's where you go wrong, looking for free fucking help. If you were to get activated, and move forward in life, you will start running into people who can mentor you because you're taking action. That's been my experience. I've never actually looked for a mentor. They just, boom, dropped out the sky when I was doing some stuff. Like the holding company guy. I was just having breakfast, but because I was active in business and could hold a conversation with him, he opened up doors to me that I had no clue that these doors would open. So get active. And like, once again, stop trying to be my fucking friend and buddy. Look, I lost a lot of weight, but I still eat quite a bit. I don't need a free lunch. I don't want to chat with you. I don't want to talk with you. If you're not in the process of paying me for my expertise, we have nothing to discuss. And there's a lot of people who will sneak around, and I'm just sitting there like, what is the benefit of me being your friend? There's plenty of upside for you. Where's my upside? Where's my upside? Tell you a quick little story. I was tooling around in a convertible Porsche, and I ran into a guy who had a convertible Porsche. His was charcoal gray with red interior. Mine was brilliant yellow with red interior. So we pulled up and we started chatting and everything. And guess what? He's a CEO, right? And then we started, oh, this is what I do, this is what I do. Had a great conversation. Now he's a friend. Why do I consider this guy a friend? Because he has a net worth of $150 million. And I can call him and ask him all types of questions that I just can't ask a regular person. So the friendship for him was, hey, here's a guy who has my car. Here's a guy who's making some money. Here's a guy who's in business. Here's a guy I can talk to. And I get the same thing. But many of you want to be my friend, and it's just like a one-way dump, me just dumping. I went to a networking event, like looking for some help. I was the smartest motherfucker at the event. I was like, this is not helpful to me. This ain't helpful at all. So I was there about 45 minutes. I just left because people come up and like, really, I started talking about something, and then there was 2 guys, there was 3 guys, there was 4 guys, there was 6 guys. I was like, whoa. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. I hate being the smartest guy in the room because that means I don't get to learn shit. I get to learn nothing. So if you're looking for mentors, number 1, get active. Number 2, actually do the things you need to do to be active. That's going to be the key to you finding the mentors that you need to help you on your progression, to help you do things in life. All right, that's all I got. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.